In this video, I wanted to talk about NGOs. At the moment, you might see on social media in the US and the UK, people talk about how NGOs are interfering in our democracy. We have too many NGOs, things like that. So I really wanted to drill down into what an NGO looks like and why they're a problem, in my view, and many others, for democracy. So an NGO, I actually don't even call them NGOs, they're charities mostly. And if you go on the Charity Commission, you'll find most of them. You can also go on something called 360, a grant giving website. So it's a database of all the grants. Anyway, most of them call themselves foundations or trusts. And I see it a bit the same way as I see the word philanthropy. It's sort of, if the establishment deems you respectable and like a good left-wing kind of person, you're going to be a philanthropist. But if you are on the right or perceived as going to fund the right, then you're foreign interference. But anyway, like foundations and charities, I just think the meaning is getting a little bit lost, because a lot of these groups effectively serve as lobby groups, as activists. And the problem is that there are masses of them. More, it's taking me the best part of the year to go through them. And I'm going to show you one, just to show what one alone out of these hundreds, thousands even, in one country of NGOs, what they're doing. So the reason I've chosen this one is because I'm working with a group of internet sleuths. It's quite exciting. And they are making a map for me it's incredible. They are, so I'm going to put this map up in due course, but it's so huge that I'm just taking on a slice of the map one by one. And the map is to show the left-wing ecosystem and infrastructure. Anyway, one of these foundations is called AB Charitable Trust. And it's on the map because it funds Humanists UK. And it also happens to fund Hope Not Hate. So let's go and look at this funder. It has given out 1,497 grants since 2013. 499 have received the grants. And it's given out 30 million in grants. And let me tell you, most Brits are not going to like where this money has gone. So the gist, when you look, first of all, I'll say they've funded Hope Not Hate. They've given them 2.3 million in grants. And the latest was awarded last year in April. They've also funded the Centre for Countering Digital Hate. That is £20,000. That was awarded in July last year. And Humanists, like I said. But the gist I get through looking through AB Charitable Foundation is it pours a huge amount of money into organisation groups that effectively lobby for open borders. Because that is, if you look at them, we've got bail for immigration detainees, we've got migrants organise, we've got 4 million going to Afghan Association Paiwand Limited. Remember, there are lots of women that desperately need asylum in Afghanistan, but we have over 5,000 Afghan men coming in on small boats from one of the most dangerous countries in the world, with a medieval culture where women can't even speak or be seen. And we have these organizations that this one's had 45 grants from AB Charitable Foundation. And one of that other, they've also had bail for immigration detainees. It's worth saying that they also had some US funding. Is that not foreign interference? They had just under $200,000 from the US. Quite strange, isn't it? What's the US doing? Putting just under 200,000 in the UK bail for immigration detainees. Right, I can't give you an answer to that. Why was the US doing it? This is the whole problem. This is why this work takes so long, because just one thing just takes you down a huge rabbit hole. So the gist, let's think, we have hundreds, maybe thousands of charitable trusts. This is just one that has given out over 1,400 grants, and it's given millions to some of these people, these individual grants, to effectively create open borders. Of course, asylum seekers and immigrants do need support sometimes. The problem is that our system is swamped by these kind of initiatives, to the point where democracy just seems absolutely pointless, because you've got this constant shadow state undermining the taxpayer. So please see this, not to depress people, but please don't look at this like, oh, that's just one bad one. This is why this work gives me such a headache sometimes, because you're going to have to multiply that by who knows how many. A lot. Anyway, so this is a very, very good example of why NGOs are a serious big problem in this country and other parts of the West.